either way. But with how they just looked, I don't know, man. Everything's kind of off the table right now, right? Sharks look so damn good on Dust.
We like to follow that food chain, you know, sometimes jokingly that like, oh yeah, Boom beat Isurus and Isurus beat Sharks, so Boom are better than Sharks, right? On this map at least. But I think this is the test. Is the food chain Is the food train?
I love the food train, man.
I'm a big fan of the food train too. And speaking of which, it kind of smells like a hot dog in here right now. I don't know why, but it sort of does.
Just rub myself with one before the show goes live.
Oh, that's... I've been wondering, man. You know, we've taken a lot of car rides recently. I was wondering what that sort of
hot dog
really
soap, man.
Attractive hot dog water smell was.
Yeah, oh, it's so good. You love it. Leo drunky as well. He's drinking it down over here in the top of mid. He is the hottest dog in the server right now as he's opened this round up. Put them in a 5-on-4 right away. And now this A play for Boom, all the momentum's been sucked right out of it. Suplex is even pushing the banana with JNT in tow. And oh dear, Exit in with another. This pistol round starting to fall apart for Boom. We need a hero to emerge. We got Phelps, Boom, and Phelps, Bolts, and Cello still standing. And it is Phelps to put up the first, looking for a little bit more. Still a man inside of the A site to deal with, and Leo is not missing a beat right now. It's all left onto Phelps. Burst fire. Does get rid of him. 3 bullets left, but he's going to get the reload off. Now, this bomb is dropped in top mid. That's going to cause all kinds of problems for a guy like Phelps, who's just looking to get this damn bomb planted.
Decoy was out in the round, too. Rare decoy emote.
Oh, he just missed the timing, and I think he got seen as well. Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate there. You hate to see
the burst off in sight, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, right? It's not every day that you see these burst kills come in. But sadly, you know, that's not going to save the day.
Phelps went for the knife here. Look, after he fires that burst, he grabs the knife out just in case that missed. But yeah, I would have liked to see that. Would have been a good start to the pistol. But regardless, Sharks, okay, right. They've got our attention. Pistol round win and a map in their pocket. Looking for a big old upset. This would, obviously, if it happens, push Boom down to that lower bracket match where the consolidation final, perhaps.
Rematch.
Where they take on Havan Liberty.
Yeah.
Game we've all been waiting for. And that's not going to be easy for Havan, but we're not there yet. Boom are doing everything in their power to make sure they don't get to that spot. They want the grand final. With the map advantage, keep in mind, winner of this does get that 1-0 in a BO5. So that is hugely important.
Sharks have just looked really impressive so far. Like, they really have. It feels like they're playing like a very synergized team game of CS. Like, you know, it helps that J&T had like a really good performance and stuff like that. But there wasn't like one guy towering above everyone, having to put up all the entry kills and get everything done. Like, Leo had so many good rounds. Suplex as well was like the trade king. Also was great at getting entries over towards B. And it just felt like everyone's really on the same page, whereas Boom, I can never get past this feeling that at times they're just like relying on how good they are, because individually these guys are great. And you know, that's all well and good when you're up against a team like Havan Liberty, who maybe let the nerves get to them a bit more. But Sharks, they've just got so much in this strat book, as it were. Even now, like a really good read over towards B. They poise 3 players there. They get it all locked in. Admittedly, it's a bit more expensive than they would have liked with a team kill coming through. But Sharks still find the conversion. And that was a force from Boom with a Galil in the round. So, yeah, that's an eco coming up for Boom. And a 3rd round looming for the Sharks side. J&T so eager to frag. He didn't care who walked into the crosshair. He's laughing.
Everyone's having just a joyous time over here on Sharks. They've got to feel good after picking up the first. Then you get the conversion. Now you've got, you know, what is weaponry versus a bunch of deagles and stuff. Like, yeah, it's all gravy until you get shot through the smoke. It's also going pretty well here for Sharks in this round. 3 alive. 2 deagles over here for Boom. Bomb way on back on T-ramp. And they're splitting this one up as a defense 2-on-2 in Sharks' side. So they're going to hold the position over here on Arch. They're going to make sure that no one can wrap through spawn. In the meantime, Bolts and Lucan are basically talking to each other within 5 feet radius. And Lucan with another one. So, what are you going to do now, Yell? You got the bomb. You got a minute on the clock. And basically, anywhere you go, you will be met with stiff and stern resistance. And we will wait. We will wait, and we will wait some more. It is kind of tranquil, though. You hear the birds?
Oh, that's not gone well, has it? Wall banged out of apps. Doesn't even get to see his opponent. I like that back pit position as well. You can crouch in the corner and not even be seen by players coming up the short side, yet still have a nice off angle to apartments. Yeah, was not ready for it. 3-0 for Sharks. Strong start. Boom on the T side now, though. Warp out for JNT as well, right? Like him and Leo, yeah, they were those two top performers back in that previous map. JNT looking good on Dust. And CT side Inferno, it's a bit of a playground for a good AWPer as well. So back to B with a triple setup, the AWP included. Nades up in response for Boom. Phelps goes very far as well, but he's not going to drop a smoke. He'll just try and find a gap between the Molotovs. His teammate smokes it off near the end of the flames, and Phelps is going to go right up into them. Suplex with a spam, finding Cello. Phelps can't respond with a kill, but he does so much damage to JNT. Finally, Sharks, they peel away. They give it up. Man advantage, no need to fight here. Boom go back to middle. And this is where that triple rotate has come back. So Lucan returning to the A site, and all is well for Sharks.
Yeah, I think this round is really going to tell us a lot about the rest of the game, Harry.
Yeah, right. I mean, these first rifle rounds are like a really good indication as to how these two teams are going to stack on up. And they do decide quite a bit, right? Especially when you're on this CT side. You're trying to build up this money early on. And really, these like first 5 to 7 rounds can be the most important if you do want to stomp your way through a game of CS. And right now, it's looking good for Sharks to do that, right? It's a 2-on-4 for Shuz and Bolts left up against the remainder of Sharks now that Lucan's been removed. And while they do have a temporary 2-on-2 inside of this A site, there is a rotation coming in from Suplex. Moving over from that B side of the map, he's now here to support from Moto. Bolts, I'm going to say something in this round, but not able to get it done. Leo with 3 somehow stays alive down in the pit. And so this is why I say that like these first 5 to 7 rounds are so important to decide if you are going to stomp your way through a game, is because, you know, you overcome that first rifle round. Well, eventually Boom are going to hit a point where the loss bonus builds up that they just keep on buying, right? And at that point, that's where the CTs need to have built up a lot of bank here in these first few rounds to stop the game, like get into a point where Sharks, even if they're winning, the money's not really there, and then it only takes that one reset round to come in, and suddenly, you know, like their eco, and that gives Boom a way to get back in. So they win that one, they overcome the rifles, they make it look pretty easy. Now the loss bonus is maxing out for Boom, but they have this one extra anti-eco, anti-force buy round coming on in, and that's where they can look to just keep this money in a really good spot. They have that ability to withstand a couple of losses, right, and still be able to bring something to the table. And so it doesn't give Boom that immediate avenue back into the game. Now they're setting up once again over in these apartments. There's a rotate coming in from Suplex. So there will be this 3-man stack inside of the A bomb site.
Yeah, and that Molotov was a good read there by Leo, but now it's all going to be on him. He's going to get tested. The first one there to help him out is Exit. Finally, well, he does get traded on, and so far it's gone pretty well for a CZ.
Ooh.
3-on-4 in the site, a bit of a skirmish. And here comes Phelps from Arch. This has gone horribly wrong for Sharks.
Yeah, that Molotov came in just 2 seconds too early. If it went down later, it actually would have put a stop to Boom in the apartment, setting up for an A play. But it hits the smoke, it completely extinguishes. And at that point, Boom just execute in. Nice smokes, they drop into the pit. Suplex comes in on that long rotate immediately into gunfights. And they all come up in favor of Boom. Guns gifted as well. So that money that you talk about, Harry, it's yet to be built. And it is now getting chipped away at by Boom. Finding their first with pistols. Better late than never. And of course, Sharks will be able to buy, but they are going to be scrapping back to keep this game in their favor.
It's a new apparel line there for MIBR in the top left.
RDM, it looks like, in reverse.
Yeah, and it's sort of like just a sticky note on a t-shirt. So
Vintage stuff. 4-1 for Sharks, though. Boom. Back in with guns.
Something that's pretty impressive as well, I think, is that, you know, if Sharks are able to field a good CT side here, like they've kind of shown an inclination towards early on, you know, there's always the chance it just turns around completely. But in that matchup versus Havan Liberty, the CT side was like kind of all right for Boom. They get, I think it was 9 rounds. So that's pretty decent, right? But you are up against Havan Liberty, who I would say Sharks are better than. And then it was that T side where they just completely wrecked them. You know, they just got it done in 7 rounds, and I think there was like 2 put up for Havan Liberty over that entire time. So the T side looked really deadly for Boom, and you know they seem like a very aggressive team. That kind of links into that whole idea that at least to me it looks like they're kind of a lot about, you know, just putting their best players in to get these opening kills and then play around that, as opposed to any of these like grandiose strategies. And right now, Sharks are doing a great job of counteracting that, right? And if they can keep this up, that's where you get a little bit worried for Boom. J&T holding, ready for this B play. He's got the AWP, he's got Suplex alongside him. But J&T's got to go absolutely huge, and he never even shoots. Suplex now left to try and mop this up, but Phelps goes above and beyond through the smoke. Lucan comes in with a crucial kill. That one there is so important because it's opened up a 3-on-3 retake in at this B site. And so for Sharks, they're still invested. There's still a chance here. And with a Molotov, 2 flashes and a smoke, you've actually got a decent bit of utility to try and force some of these gunfights your way, to take an advantage, to propel you into this retake.
Oh, yeah. He gets mollied out. He has to cross. He has to jump into the open and jump into the drunk. He's going to find 2. Lucan trades back, and all is good. Sharks.
Wow.
Great round there.
Even better round from Leo. I mean, he's hitting that shot on that guy jumping away from quad. It's just like, wait, what? You did what? Yeah, just shot him midair. Never had a chance. And that guy at quad was just, you know, new box, as you call it. Just shouldering. Just showing, hey, look, I'm here. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Don't look for my teammates. Well, catch this molly. And then catch these hands by Leo Drunky. 5-1.
Yeah, Yale's got the AWP now on the T side, so let's see where that one's going for Boom. Because he has got one on the other side to worry about. J&T back to B. Same triple setup for Sharks, right? If Boom start to realize it's not like Sharks are throwing, you know, double mollies and an HE down banana, but if Boom start to realize this, they can go for a faster approach on that A-bomb site and likely catch Sharks with only 2 players there. But as I said, that's not been made all too clear yet, other than double mollies. And this round is nothing. Smoke at the top, Boom wait it out, and they set up towards B. J&T might want to pull the trigger this time around. He's in CT, he's going to wrap Coffin after his shot, and he's hoping that no one expects Suplex in this position. The shot comes through, but he's so blind he misses it, and Shello gets dropped from above. Suplex won't hold on for too long in that position. They even naded out as well. So Boom being methodical, but now low on utility. A molly and a flash going in. That's all they've got. Trying to set up for a bomb plant, but already Sharks are rotating. Leo's pushed alt mid, and they know this is a B play. They're just ready to set up for the retake. And with a further man advantage, it's going to get harder for Boom.
Yeah, and you've got to sit here and you've got to admire what Sharks are doing in terms of protocols. They've seemingly got the answer on the takes. Right now, though, they do have the numbers in a retake. How are they going to play it? Big flash coming out there. That's going to blind bolts off this new box. Now things start to get a little weird. Just enough ground here by Suplex. Yell with the op shot from the top of Banana. And now he needs to traverse back on. They need to pay attention to this bomb because it's smoked off. They don't know. Straight chaos. No one's on it, though. That creates a bit of a problem. Shiz with one, Yell with another one. And this has gotten a little bit hairy. The defuse coming in. That's going to be a close call, and not really. Yell has to go through the smoke. He has to find the frag, and he does. So, Boom with another round.
That smoke came in so early on the bomb as well, so Yell patiently waited out before he goes for the one shot that he has, right? If you miss that with the AWP, it's likely a done deal. God, that was messy. And somehow a 2-on-4 in the post-spawn. They hold it together. Boom. Still with some tricks up their sleeves yet to show. Yell being the hero of that round. 3 kills. And boom. They're on the board, finding 2. And there's the money, Harry, right? You talk about this build-up for Sharks at the start of the CT side. What didn't happen, they lost to an eco for Boom's first. So now that money started to drip dry, and they're back to pistols with a bit of a messy, FAMAS SMG situation. Not where you want to be. And Shiz is really going to send that home.
Yeah, for Boom, they just come through dripping, Harry. They don't look to slow down at any point during this. Drip, drip.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, they do have the individuals to fall back on. Yell there putting up a great round of CS to get them that second on the board. And it is scary that one man can do so much. And Lucan, he wants to have a bit of a say as well. The Deagle peek down through middle, netting a 4-on-4. There is even a rifle there that could look to be retrieved by the Sharks side. And that might actually draw Boom into this A site even more, right? Because then that way they've got control over the rifle. Like if they hard rotate B right now, there's an AK that can be retrieved. They don't really know what's going on over at the B site because they never took banana control either. And you know that it's a low economy round for Sharks, so you're worried about these players going aggressive. And so yeah, they will just lean into the A site. Sharks, they've pushed down banana with JNT. They know this A play is coming, but they did have a 3-man stack over at B. So they're arriving very, very late and already Boom are in the site. They deal with a player on the lurk, and this gets locked in by Boom. This is a very nice follow through into this A-bomb site. Lucan, long way away from being able to help out. He's just going to have to try and hold on to the Deagle and armor.
Yeah, very methodical execute, right? With a smoke on the site and Moto as well. Boom, make sure everything's covered. They even spam them before going for the plant. Not falling to any more lurking shenanigans. And finding 3, slow and steady for Boom. Now it's about to get a little bit faster as Sharks have nothing to show in this round in terms of money. 2K a player, we really can't even see a Zeus. That's how dire it's gotten. It's going to have, any investment will have resounding consequences for Sharks follow-up buy.
Well, here's the USP response. We do see this one from time to time. It's going to be a stack over here at the B site towards Coffins. 4 deep, mind you. Let's get one of those cool fly-throughs of that. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Boom, Sharks album cover right there.
Yeah, look into his eyes, Harry. What do you see?
Ruins.
I see ruins, yeah.
Wow, we are
I'm
in
pretty
there.
sure every map has like one screenshot that follows in their eyes, no matter where they are on the map. So it's not as reflective as it may seem.
Yeah,
Imagine
you
a
see,
world where it was like so reflective that you could play off that. That was an aspect of the game. Oh, I saw right in his eyes before I got him, and then
The lens flare, man. Go play Battlefield.
it's like I always said, I don't play no Battlefield around here. It was 2020.
Yeah, dude, it stopped being good at like Bad Company or Battlefield 3, really, sadly. RIP to a great genre. Not genre, franchise. Trilogy.
Oh, there's way more than just 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing like Battlefield 1942 up to the Italian campaign.
Yeah.
Up through the campaign that is Sharks getting systematically eliminated across the map. But yeah, Battlefield forever in our hearts. Boom, go 5-4. Starting to amount one of those, what's the word I'm looking for? Comeback, I think.
Yeah, that's the essence of what they're looking for, right? Like a very, very strong start for Sharks, and now we're seeing Boom in kind of all their glory, right? Piecing this T side together. It will be this reinvestment for Sharks, but this is like one of the most suffocating things about the CT side right now in CS, especially on a map like Inferno, where you're constantly having to like replenish these banana smokes, replenish these mid smokes. There's a lot of utility that you're throwing every round, really regardless of how much contact you see, you're having to expel some of it. And so as a result, you know, when you're on this CT side, like even with loss bonus building up and that like mounting pressure to keep the investment coming in, you never really feel that comfortable until you start to put some rounds on the board. And that's how like these games can very, very quickly turn around. I mean, look at this, right? There's no AWP in sight. There's no kits for the side of Sharks. So if this comes down to a retake, it's pretty much as good as done.
Suplex could, in theory, re-smoke this, but they're so close. Look at how, oh, he almost gets off his head just quietly. Cello comes in. Suplex actually does get the Molotov off. But would you look at that? JNT and company need to hold on to this B-bomb site.
Yeah, he's actually backed up to second, but they're going to check it from above. Bolts now knows exactly where he is, and he's looking up, and he flicks back. How does Suplex get more than one? I do not know. Yell above the smoke and firing back with his orb. The bomb's been dropped in all of this madness. Leo's coming back up the banana. There's no kit currently. Exit in CT does not want to peek, knowing that Yell is in this position. He's going to wait for Leo's contact first. Lack of bomb plant. Yell drops off. That makes noise, but Leo is not pouncing. Not yet. He will. And now the plant in. Safe behind blue. Shizit is tucked, and he is stuck. Leo gets him through the wall as you do. This man is so fast right now. Top of Dust, and he's top of Inferno as well. Sharks, a retake on that B bomb site. They find their 6th.
Leo's had an extra big G&T today, right? Like, oh, sorry, J&T rather. Yeah,
yeah.
He's absolutely unreal right now. I don't know. He's scary. The form that he is in. Whoop. Oh.
That's quick.
What?
Yeah, man, I feel you there. Like, you just get deleted by Leo, like, running into a site.
You don't even see him, most likely, right? Like,
yeah.
Yell wasn't even considering Banana as well, right? Like, despite the fact that no one's giving him any CT peaks, obviously he was right in assuming Exit is passive because a player was dropped from that boost. But yeah, not even considering the Banana flank. So that's something Boom have to take into account in those B post plants, and I'm sure they will moving forward.
That was a big round for Sharks. They needed that one real bad. Now, if they lose this one,
it's going to sting.
It's not going to feel great. Stinging like a jellyfish.
Boom love this B site, man. They might go back to it. Fake smokes on both sides of the map, so not really selling anything, just getting utility out of Sharks. Boost up. Phelps. Oh, no. They're just going to go through dry. Oh, this is crazy. Waiting on the fade as well. I like this from Boom. Yell, setting up more utility, committing into B. Suplex is alone. He drops that smoke. They might just go through as it fades, and he's looking the wrong way. Free kill for Phelps, free bomb site, free round. Sharks, they were 4 on A, and now they're going to look to try and save. They can give it a go, but losing players down mid is not how they wanted things to turn out. There's 2 Ts waiting for them. Exit does get one of those, but 4 on 3, yeah, you want to throw in the towel at this point. You need the money more than anything.
Yeah, Lucan's going to crawl away from that problem. The rest of his team saving in pit. And well, for the side of Boom, it's Bolts. It's going to be the one that is doing the exploring, at least, over there towards apartments.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, the nade in the pit, full Doja mode. No bomb on the A site, but it still counts, right? Killing, saving players with nades in pit, I'd say that's pretty close.
Yeah, but no one can truly be the X-God. Come on.
No, of course.
Please, Hugo, get it together, please. We're talking about Doja here, buddy. You didn't see that movie where he was sprinting and jumping off of buildings and, like, karate chopping people?
No, I didn't.
I'll have to share that with you. It's a real treat.
1 gun saved. That is a shame for Sharks. But that early rotate off of B cost them everything. Exit getting boosted at the back of the site. I like this spot. Good round for it with only 1 gun. But Boom, they're building into this game and they're taking their time. Being methodical. Oh, the half check doesn't punish Bolts. Does go back in. And yeah, they're just going to hit B again by the looks of things. Why change what's been working? Exit. How many can he put up? There's the first, but he's got to drop off. He doesn't want to remain there forever. And now that Boom have seen the 1 gun that they know is in this round, they're just going to haul ass up towards this A site. Only 1 man to stop him with the Deagle.
I think you meant ours.
You put the R in. I don't.
Yeah, Trace, you do say it like a pirate.
Arr.
Arse.
Arse. I mean, it sounds right. Anyway, there's that gun that was saved. It's going to take an exit with exit.
See ya.
Am I the only one who thinks that, like, Yell and Jerry kind of look similar?
Yeah, probably.
I see the point. Yeah, I never thought about that, but I get what you mean.
No.
What were you bringing a picture of him up, but then it was Cello getting the impact player.
Sort of, but also no.
So what you're saying is we need a side-by-side comparison.
Maybe. Maybe. That might be the way to do it.
That's a content piece right there. If anyone's out there paying attention, I'm just going to throw this one out there. CSGO doppelgangers.
I like that.
Fun little content piece.
Who do you look like, Trace?
Jason Statham.
Nah. You know what? I'll get back to you on that one. I don't have like a proper response.
The Milky Bar Kid.
Yeah.
Michelin Man.
Michelin Man's probably more appropriate. Definitely more appropriate. Shout out to the Buffalo Wings one time. I miss you real bad. Another round that seems to be taking a little while here to get some feet. Some legs underneath it even. So Hugo, who do you look like?
I don't know. You've likened me to an alien before in the past.
What alien specific?
Just one specific alien.
I can't possibly.
Oh, come on, dude. It was Paul from that hit movie, Paul.
Oh,
All right.
And I kind of like, you know, the Nick Frost of our whole arrangement.
Nick Frost.
Yeah, no.
That's his name, right?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Saint Nick Frost.
And Hugo, you can be my Simon Pegg. And well, J&T, only good for one over here at long. Leo down here in the pick. Gonna have to put on quite the show, but that's what we've been welcome to every time we've seen Leo have to defend this A-bomb site. This round, it's early damage onto Phelps, but Bolts out from the balcony. Very, very fast on the approach. He's had a great recovery, Bolts has. Like, he was very, very quiet, both on Dust and on Inferno. And like, yeah, he's not very high up on the board, but in these last few rounds, he's put up like some key kills to open up rounds for Boom. You think about the round where there was that one M4 over in B, well, he gets the double kill apps that spurs on the A play. That round there, he gets an important trade onto Leo before he can anchor down in that pit to hold on to the A bomb site and buy time for the rotations. Like, yeah, you know, that round, it doesn't feel close, but it could have been. If Bolts didn't get that trade and Leo even gets one more kill from the pit, suddenly it's a 2-on-2 with a few more seconds for these players on B to rotate over, and that's very, very doable. So a key trade frag there from Bolts to put 7 on the board for Boom.
Yeah, Sharks have been getting caught out at the wrong place at the wrong time, and Boom have really built into this T side. Leading now by 1. And Sharks still broke. Waiting for that last round of the half before they're going to have a chance to fight back. At this point, you're expecting Boom to win the half. 2 guns. And nothing more. Nothing less.
Oh, suplex. Gets the information. He's going to hang around here. Now, J&T, the man with only a pistol, has just left him. Like, yeah, good luck, suplex. And it doesn't go well for Sharks. They lose him with no trade in sight. Now, you know, 2 sides to that coin is like, if J&T dies, well, Boom, just run into B and then they've got the site. So you kind of understand why he's done it. But I would love to have seen that with the roles reversed, you know, with J&T staying a fight at Banana and suplex, keeping the FAMAS for the B hold. And Boom, once again, they're keeping it pretty slow right now. They've been very, very good at this, especially in the later stages of this game, kind of like mastering the pace and making Sharks be the ones to make mistakes in the first place. And so now they get another kill at B, but they don't even have to commit yet. They've still got 2 over in the A site, but with all the kills getting delivered to them, they're going to get that bomb down in B. And now they've got 2 ready to hunt down these saving players.
Yeah, it's funny how well Boom have been doing by just doing exactly this, right? 3-man executes into B without, you know, you usually have 1 lurk, and sometimes you'll even see that lurker left alone when your B players get mown down, but Boom are getting into B with 3, and the value of having 2 here is 1, you can get the X's, and 2, you can sell the fake for even longer and even harder up on this A site, keeping Sharks stacked wrong. Leo's got a gun. He does get a kill out of it, but can he hang on to it? Phelps is coming up middle, and Leo's going to try and move into the site.
Leo's got a gun. Bomb's gonna blow. That's about all I got. Now he doesn't have a gun.
The bomb, it's still going to blow. An exit, well, at least nowhere near it, but he is getting surrounded from above, no less. Yell firing down death. And 8-6, boom, sending a message right now. Sharks, this is that one buy they've been waiting for, right? They've been saving guns on that B-bomb site and, well, trying to save them on A unsuccessfully. And now it all leads up to this.
Yeah, considering this was 5-1 to Sharks at one point, that really puts into perspective how good a turnaround this has been from Boom. But we have like this final buy, this last hurrah from Sharks to try and lock in 7 at the end of the first half. Suplex,
okay,
just trying to rush it down the banana, and Lucan even joined him. Now, it seems like the game plan there was like hoping they're giving some, like, you know, I think you were hoping that they didn't just both die without getting a kill. But you were hoping that, you know, if 2 kills come in and you like trade at banana, then maybe there's an accelerated B play to come through and then they run into J&T. That just doesn't happen. And Boom hit the A site in response to getting those kills. J&T having to rotate over late in the round.
Wow.
Bested by Bolts as he puts on a bit of a show to round out the half. 9 on the board for Boom as they end this one with a bit of a bang.
Well, HF has been exchanged in chat, or at least conveyed to us. And now we are left with what is a little bit of a tech pause. Of course, while you're doing that, you can hit Control-T. You can go to www.gamingmalta.org, check them out. Or you can head over to twitter.com/AmericasNavy. Or you could not. And that's really up to you at that point. But I'm going to recommend that you do one or the other. Welcome back to Pro League, everybody. my name, that's not important. We do have Harry and Hugo here, and if there's anyone to pin anything on, it would be those two guys. And fortunately for them, it's kind of just a brief summary of everything that they're, about in life.
Yeah, there's been a lot of cool stuff happening though, like as of late, right? Like Complexity bringing in NATO's Sapphics. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Stand in.
I'm a huge NATO Sapphics fan. Hugo is as well, right? Sure. And I'm very, very happy that he has a chance to play with a, like out of all the awfulness to do with Obo having to step away, right? Obviously, like it's a lot to ask someone of that age to go and live in a different continent for months on end during a global pandemic. I can imagine the kind of mental toll. I can't imagine. Well, maybe I can. Yeah. The kind of mental toll that might take on someone to be in like a completely new environment, having to be there, moving around like between different countries constantly to keep playing. But one of the good things to come out of it is that NATO gets his chance with a very, very proven team playing alongside a bunch of other Danes and a chance to show up. That's pretty interesting. Also, you've already touched upon Halvor, Vendetta, getting moved over to that head coaching slot. I want to see Vendetta in the server. Hugo, do you remember the Goon Squad, that up-and-coming CS team, starring such names such as Maniac, Vendetta, me, you, Connor Gervin, Scrawny?
So that's it. That's all the firepower you guys could muster.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you.
We won 250 euros, so
you guys are
who's
sick.
laughing now, Trace?
Laugh yourself all the way to the piggy bank that you stored that in.
And I think we ended up losing to like one of Zywoo's old teams or something like that.
Yeah, we did.
Just some sort of linkage there to Zywoo. Just casual, of course.
Yeah, man. Well,
I'd actually like to say I never got the money for that. Every time I tried to withdraw it, they ignored my support tickets, and so really...
Well, I did get the money,
really?
so Hugo just didn't act fast enough. I think he waited like a month and a half till after we were finished.
Not surprising.
Try and do it.
Invoice system that Hugo works off of. Just basically, I'm just kidding, Hugo.
I think that's accurate, Trace.
We can't really make you, any better in this situation. We can't really get your money for you. You just gotta sometimes pick up the phone. You gotta scream really loudly into it. You gotta say.
And then dial some numbers.
Yeah,
get the energy out.
Make sure you're on the phone with somebody first. Then you just gotta say, "It's my money, and I need it now." Exactly.
Life is more than money, Trace. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll figure it out one day.
So people are still trying to figure that out. So you're not the only one.
Yeah, boy. But going back to NATO, I think that's really cool as well because Cole, top of their group, inside of the playoffs. And we saw NATO get to play ESL Pro League a couple of seasons back for Heroic as well. So it's been some time since we've had him in the Pro League, but he is more than welcome.
All I'm saying is, mate, is whenever teams seem to add NATO, they do really well. Like you even think about when he subbed in with Mouse Sports back at Summit. They go on to win that even with Regin playing in the grand finals. Carrigan weren't even needed. In fact, I'd like to see Regin in the starting 5.
That is one slow rotation.
This is how fish swim in real life, by the way.
They don't move.
You just never know it because you can't see him.
360. Oh, hey, he's back.
He heard you.
These are wind-up fish. Like, you have to...
Like they've been drinking all day? Or
Yeah. They're really, like, aggressive.
Wind up?
Yeah. They're turn-up fish, sorry.
Turnip fish.
Turnip fish, yeah.
Yeah, plant them in the ground, dig them out 9 months later.
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, not everything works on the human calendar. It's not like, plant some raspberries in 9 months' time. They're coming along.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Planted some strawberries recently. Not that I'm home to deal with them at all.
Well, at least, you'll be back in 9 months.
Yeah, that's a good point, right?
Maybe.
Hey, listen, guys, fruits are cool. But is it as cool as a pistol round right here that could determine the fate of the rest of this game?
That's why we're all here.
Well, sharks have slowed down. Let's be realistic. They're not quite, they can't stop in water, but they can, like, sort of idly sleep while they're swimming. It's like a half-conscious sort of state. Now,
what if they hit the wall, the ocean wall?
Oh, the flat Earth wall with the big ice wall.
No, the ocean.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's about the
What
only
if they
thing.
made it to the other side and then they got to all the supercontinents that lie beyond that? Here's a fast top mid play as they navigate this flat Earth, but Shuz gives them the opening blow. However, Suplex has B-hopped his way to success, gets into the site. Lucan wraps the apps player, and this suddenly gets very, very scary. It was a nice beginning with that opener found from Shuz, but then everything comes up in favor of Sharks. Bolts boosted, looking down. Feels like he's looked right at exit twice in a row, but didn't see him with him crouching down beneath the mini pit.
Let's see how this retake goes right here. So far, so good. Bolts hits a banger on the exit. And so far, that leaves us in a little bit of a precarious situation where Boom start to fall apart. It comes down to just J&T and Cello duking it out there with Lucan looking onward. We're going to take a look at that B-hop real quick because he did hit some mad skips right here to get that bomb planted. Watch this. Oh.
Yeah, and because he's flashed out here and it's a silence USP, he gets in the site. He doesn't even realize where Shiz is. And he's like standing there like, guys, A's clear. Then, you know, Exit runs through the apartments, blows Shiz's head off, and Sharks are able to get the plant in. Boom, give it a go with the retake smoke, cutting off the pit, but that just gives Sharks a way to fight through it and above it. 7-9. They bought time.
And they got the round they needed to keep their foot in the door of this game. Now, should they lose this round, that's where things get a little weird, but not entirely. Lucan and Leo looking to clear up the bracket side of things. Phelps fires onward from the porch and drops a smoke. And then gets spammed into oblivion through said smoke.
They're in CT. Leo's on a big wrap here, and Sharks are not even fully grouped up Banana. They should definitely do that with this position gained, right? Split this B site from both sides. Great shot from Bolts, but does he now assume it's clear? Certainly looks to be the case. Gets caught by Leo on the side, who will go back to A, and there's another free kill there. He's trying to grab the gun. Phelps has lived on 5 HP and avoided death for a moment, but it will come in the form of suplex up mid, catching him during the reload. Now seeing one more on short. He can make the call. They're probably split 1-1, and Sharks can group for a 2-on-1 in B. Just Cello holding on.
Is this where we see the classic blunder of, oh, the site's clear, man. Just come on in. Plant's cool.
Oh, well, luckily enough, Cello gave them the hint, right? Ringing out from the back of the site, wasn't able to find anything. And so for Shiz, he wants to try and hold on to this Deegan armor, but Suplex lies in wait. It's tense.
It's very, very dense. Tense for Ents even.
Tense for Ents, yeah, man.
Oh, well. Shiz, former fan favorite, Telly Knife to Chicken.
Yeah.
In the apartments, and that was really, you know, where the career started to take a downturn.
I think Naf is still like one of the only people who just doesn't kill them. And for that, he has my eternal respect.
I mean, I think sloths and chickens probably get along, but maybe not at the same time. Then again, you start thinking about it a little bit deeper, and he is Canadian, so he's probably used to the temperature and whatever map and variant that he's playing in, and that probably doesn't lead him to be as aggressive towards the chickens.
Right, yes.
Of course.
I see, I didn't even consider any of that,
I mean,
right?
it's just kind of out there in the open. I just thought maybe I'd bring that up. 8-9. Wow.
Crazy how nature do that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do.
Zeus in the round on Yell. Oh.
Seems like Sharks watched that Boom Havan game on Inferno, right? They know what to expect from Boom in terms of very aggressive CT sides. Obviously on pistols here, they're just kind of hanging out. But when they hit those gun rounds, I imagine Boom are going to start to take Banana and try to be a bit of a thorn in Sharks' side. So they are patient. They're waiting it out. Smoke in middle. That's almost all the util they have. Suplex out mid. Doesn't see them back.
See ya.
And all is good in the world for Sharks. They've got the A site. This round is won, and Boom are just hiding out at B.
What kind of crazy nonsense was that? See, if that's me, I died to the first guy anyway. But for him, a little bit of a whipping and snapping. Jaw jacking. Head cracking. It's going to be this MAC-10 that keeps it up. It's just Cello that has fallen to it recently. Can Suplex go for the ace here? It looks like he wants to. And why the hell not? Bolts on a P250 hiding in the back of B.
Oh, Suplex, is he going to get it? Oh, he doesn't.
Oh,
Bolts doesn't want to give the ace over. The ace is denied. And look at him, T-posing. No, not really. More like Y-posing.
Please, please tell me why you always hating. Tell me why you always hating.
This was hilarious. Like, he kills the first guy, then realizes, wait, there were two. I think he thought that, like, the dude he was shooting at was the one that was returning fire on him. Weird one. Sadly, not the ace, but that's a lot of money made on the back of that, right? What, $2,400 soaked up by Suplex. Now we got this reinvestment coming on in. Boom, donning the AWP over on Yell. Rifles for everyone else, but not a kit in sight.
Here's that old A execute. 4-man A setup for Boom. They've read this well. Cello has Banana. He has that info. He can drop a smoke and back out if things get hairy. Sharks not backing up just yet, at least. Always an option. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. All right, running up B. There's the smoke. What do you want to do about it? You have one flash. Are you going to use it now? Yes, indeed. Up through it. And now Boomer calling for rotations. Now Cello is yelling for help, and he needs to play a bit of a song here in this site. He's been pushed back and removed. Leo with one. Trade is good for Bolt. He doubles down and does damage, but does depart the round. And the orb keeps things up in the air. Boom on for a retake now. Exit had to get aggressive to grab that bomb, as it was thrown into the gap. And now with the plant in, Boom a man up, no kit.
Yeah, there's this crossfire between Lucan and Exit. They're going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting here between the two of them. Flash goes in, both players blind, and Lucan spotted. Knows that there's a man at Coffins now. Exit dropped by Shuz on the wrap, and it falls to Lucan. There is a molly in CT, and they're not on the bomb yet. Shuz going to tap it again. Yell tries to run through the Molotov, and Shuz gets off the bomb. But as a result, there's no time left. And honestly, I think they run out of time even before that decision was made. Like, they had no kits, as we mentioned, coming into that round.
Well, let's be honest, too. Sharks, I mean, just, you know, obviously you have your back against the wall in terms of a numbers game there on a retake, but that wasn't the cleanest of holds there at the very end of the round. And for Boom, you have to question, you know, should they have stuck it? No, but maybe.
Yeah, they did as best as they could there, right? Like, Lucan just holds on for so long, going above the sandbags, an off position that Yell doesn't expect with the AWP. He can't hit it, and he has to peek as soon as the molly fades. Lucan kind of knew that and was able to at least force Shiz off the bomb for a fight that Shiz wins, but not a round that Boom win. JNT with the AWP, pushed back by the Molotovs. Lots of utility down Banana for Boom. Double nades, double mollies, and a third rotation in the form of Phelps as well, already scared of what this B site could offer after Sharks. Like, going back to the start of that last round, they had a full 5-man utility execute on A. They really sold that fake. So Boom are going to be a bit conditioned. They're going to be a bit worried for the rest of this half. Like, what is convincing? What can we believe in terms of utility for Sharks? Leo almost spots the AWP's leg. Very, very aggressive as Yell. He might get paid off for it. There's the shot, but he backs up into Leo, and it's a 4-on-4 immediately.
Now let's think about it. Is that trade right there? That's a decent trade to have. You get the AWP out of the round for the side of Boom. But the ground just not gained.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is like Boom are leaning heavy over towards B, so that one kill now leaves Shuz alone inside of the A site. Now Sharks, they don't really have any way to know this yet, right? But they are already gearing up towards this A hit.
Yeah, the time would be now to go, especially with the attention of Phelps over there towards B.
Yeah, Phelps can't rush this rotate, though, because Long is open. There's only one man on A, so he's still scared that someone's coming in on a long wrap in through CT and taking a B play. So now he's finally regained that position, but at what cost? Now they're committing. Shuz gets a free kill as a player jumps out of the apartments. They get the site, but he's buying time in the pit, going out wide. They weren't ready for it. No one was even looking at the pit. Now the bomb drop with 10 seconds. Shuz has done it all. Bomb plant should be denied here. JNT going for the fake with 4 seconds. No time to win the round. He needs to at least keep his AWP, and that he will, finding Phelps at the end. That was a weird one for Sharks, right? Not just the Apps player going so ahead of the game so early, but then no one even looking at the pit when Shiz drops that smoke. They must be assuming he's trying to buy time and stay alive. But he's doing anything but that. Swinging out, taking a double, dropping the bomb. It's a one-man hold for Boom to save it all.
10-10. This one continues to deliver. DE_liver and DE_feet.
That's the first CT round for Boom, keep in mind. Not exactly rich right now. Yell's taking a beating from the grenades up B2. 3 here again for Boom, they're convinced.
What's going to come as the result of this 3-man B setup, right? Not a lot of utility left over here for Boom. That smoke goes down, but that is really the last of it. Phelps going to remove Leo Drunky over in mid in the meantime. That's going to spur a rotation of bolts around from this B site to hold the art trap. And that leaves Yell and Cello over here in B with an execute about to come their way. Bolts rotates early. And I know, man, there's something about Bolts and this CT smoke. He's often very, very good at getting players through it. Spraying damage onto Suplex. Does live to tell the tale. Yell very, very low from that skirmish earlier in the round. And so Exit deals with him right away. Follow up onto Bolts as well from Suplex. He's picked back up that really good entry fragging mantle that he had from Dust 2 over towards the B site there. And he's delivering here on the B site Inferno. Suplex is the king of B on whatever map. And so for Shiz and Phelps, they've just got to save. And look at where Phelps is having to save. Like, it's not the best place to be in, is it?
Does he want the ninja? That's the question. He's the one man with the kit. And he hears them running. Phelps, what do you got for us? He's going in. He's giving it a go. Ladies and gents, we might have it up towards B. Shiz is getting exit, but Phelps has got a kill. He's on the bomb. No one is even close. No one is stopping him. They're finally going to get there in time. Him getting a kill gives it away, right? He had to take a fight as that player from Sharks was watching Ruins on the exit. But there is a world where Phelps, if he snuck in and got that defuse in, that could have been around for Boom out of nowhere. I love the attempt. I'm all for it.
So now the money bottomed out for Boom. That's disastrous. The wallbang connects onto Phelps and the nade there to finish it.
I think it was double nades, right? You usually throw the flash off that angle because it bounces into the hallway, and they threw 2 nades and they bounced into the hallway, funnily enough.
Ah.
Maybe I'm crazy. But
No, I think you were right.
Definitely were 2 nades.
Because it was Leo and Lucan that got the assist, not J&T.
Yeah.
This one rifle of Shuz trying to hold down the short side, but he can't. No more of those heroics from a round that was happened a few ago. Wow. As Leo just opens up A alongside Lucan. And Cello's left up with a deagle. Now does get one on the exit. Get it? And now he's got an AK that can maybe be retrieved, but he's too much of a risk to go for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. But also, you got nothing to lose, right? You're buying up next round. You got a deagle. Actually, I say that. Their money is really weak, so maybe not. I guess that makes sense. He's going to reroute, try and find one elsewhere. Plus, they were already holding the AK. They weren't going to let him get it back. Not without a fight, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they are getting... What, it would be... I think they are getting the full loss bonus still at this point, right?
They won 2 rounds ago, so just under.
Yeah, they're getting the full loss bonus from that one.
Oh, yeah.
Is how that happens. I did the maths wrong.
12 to 10. There's no wrong math about that.
Yeah, right now, all the numbers coming up in favor of the Sharks. 12 to 10. This is crazy, right? What a T-side it's been. 4 to start. Boom find their first back-to-back now for Sharks. And they set nades up B as well early. Boom this time, not triple B, as they have been in so many of these rounds. Again, the spam and apartments. Boom taking a real risk to go back to it after not only AWP shots going through the walls, but grenades as well. But I like this setup. The issue is Sharks are never going to see it. They're grouping again for the full B execute. If there were any round to have 3 on the B bomb side, this would be it for Boom. But not today. Phelps is in mid. He's far away from a rotate right now. And Sharks, if they just go for a flat-out execute, they could win the round right here and now.
Yeah, Cello is here with utility, and Bolts has a smoke as well, so they can buy time. That's the one gleaming light in this round. And now Phelps beginning an early rotate, B-ward bound.
B-ward bound.
Yeah, there's that re-smoke from Bolts. Phelps has arrived as well. Thanks to these smokes, it's given over that much more time.
This might be where we see just one smoke. Nope, they're going to use all their grenades. This might actually be just a full-on commit right here. And that looks to be the case. Leo out in front of the pack.
Ooh. The smoke spam is coming through on both sides, but favoring Boom right now. They're going to try and grab the bomb. The smokes fade, though, and the plant denied. Wow, Phelps and Bolts come in at the perfect time, and that B execute was a little bit messy there for Sharks. They've been good at faking A in the past, and so that's why Phelps rotated, right? Not just Sharks going for that one CT smoke that draws the smoke out of Boom. And then at that point, Boom go, well, there's no noise on A. We have apartments. That's where they've been faking things from. Let's pre-rotate, and they make the perfect call.
There's 2 big problems there, right? If you want to go for a B play like that, it's often, you know, like typical to try and bait the smoke out early, but because they all just wait at banana, it means that Boom just smoke it on timing, right? And so suddenly you're having to push in with like 30 seconds left. And I'll revisit this in just a second because it's a very, very fast B play this time around. Okay. These are the other ways that you can approach it, right? Just barrel in, don't respect the smokes, don't give time for these rotations. Cello trying to hide over at the oranges, but he is getting wrapped, and the MAC-10 will make quick work of him. Phelps is here to lend a helping hand, and the rotations have arrived. J&T has cleared out the A site, but that doesn't matter. He's got to come in on one hell of a lurk, and this relies on Suplex staying alive inside of B. I don't know how or if he can, and Yell just deals with him through the smoke, so now J&T's got to go huge, and as he gets that first kill, the AWP now trained on CT. J&T is going to try and run back banana. He's going around the world and then back again.
This just takes so much time. That's the problem. Boom are going to be ready for it, right? Like, Yell, yeah, you can see already turning around, already starting to reconsider. And JNT has got to get past this AWP. He's been given one-on-one so far, and that will continue. But Yell should be ready to hit this shot. JNT walking right into it, and that's going to be Boom dealing with it well. Oh, that could have been a very good round for Sharks if the player in the smoke stayed alive, but he just got random smoke shot by Yell.
Yeah, and you can't even, I mean, I thought that might have worked out in the very end of things, especially with the Coffins player with his attention on banana. But Boom, they don't let up. Not yet. They go up 12-12, round 25 ahead of us.
Yeah, Phelps has been so key in these B plays, right? Boom, always having him there as an early rotation, always able to put up some kills.
Oh boy.
You thought.
And this round is not live. But that's a good chance for me to revisit what went wrong in that B play from Sharks.
Maybe it is live.
Maybe it is live, and they're actually just talking it through. That's cool as well. That gives me time. So, yeah, when they try to go to that B play, they wait on banana, they hold, and then they just try and go like at like that 50-second mark for a B push. Problem with that is because you haven't forced the smokes out early in the round, is they're both still there on B. And so then those smokes come in, the early rotate comes through from Phelps. Then when they do try and go in, they see the player at Coffin spamming, that's Bolts. Phelps is in CT spamming the smoke as well. And so Sharks go, oh, well, then that's both the B players. And so they kind of discount Cello, who plays it very, very smartly. He just sits back over at the back of site, wastes as much time off the clock as he can by staying alive. And then there's just no real time to make that happen if you're Sharks. In this one, they've talked it through. They figured out how they want to address the coming up round. Cello gets an ace, but it's an anti-eco one. So, like, yeah, it's pretty cool, look pretty nice, but it's only Glocks.
Yeah, it's like not that cool, but it still looks cool. And it looks good on the stats, I guess, so. You just feed him too, you can tell.
One mag, yeah, they don't even care. Get it over and done with. They've got their game plan, they got this round, And they've got the utility as well to sell a fake. Not the most amount, but enough. Mollies and smokes on almost every player. What's the game plan now? Yell's back on A. Two-man setup here. Banana control established for Boom. Oh dear, Yell's caught, but he does get out alive. Leo, you're mad. He's running through the smoke. He gets punished, as he probably should be for that play. Trying to chase down the AWP. Suplex trades that, but there's still a man at long, and they know the AWP is on this A site, as are three players. Boom, very fast, pulling their players back to the A bomb site. Yell, again a missed shot. Falling back further. He's got more and more chances. No moto smoke down. He's open for the taking. Phelps falling off the box. He's going to survive in the site. They're going to chase him down, but they can't get a kill. Pistols out for both players, and J&T wins the Glock duel, but a bomb has been dropped by Yell on long, finally hitting two shots back-to-back. J&T trying to complicate things, but both players on long are about to realize that this site is open and empty. They're already clearing it out. The question is, will they go back B? Will they assume the worst, or do they know that J&T is still lurking apps? He's so low, he's trying to take his time, and Yell will just take him out of the round. Pistol headshot, and 3 for him. It may not be pretty at the start for Yell, but bailed out by the short player, and some great shots on the long side. Boom will find 14. Oh.
Well, money back in that coveted bin.
Oh, it's getting hot.
Well, and again, the mop up on Banana continues. So this one looks like a Boom, 15-12. Unless these two Deagles can do something worthy of David Blaine level of magicry. Magicry.
Magicry? That's my favorite kind of magic.
The
Is that a
magicry?
Pokemon?
Yeah, man. Oh.
Probably. Okay, Deagles now. Ooh, if only Leo was ready for that fight. Cello was a shot away from death. He grabs the AWP. JNT with a Deag. Long range, and he's getting jiggled. Chiz finds the info and falls off. Boom, just trying to find the perfect setup to not give away anything in this 3-on-1. They need all their guns, or at least they want them. Their money's not pretty either. Cello is the bank of the team.
You notice he keeps his Deagle out even though he has an M4 on his back.
Once that one shot.
Yeah, you don't want to get aim punched right here.
Yeah. I mean, there's no aim punch isn't even a factor at this point. You have no armor, you're 25 health, one bullet and you're dead. And so you need to get that first shot off. And if that shot's coming from an M4, it's not a killing blow. JNT needs 1 Deags and nothing less.
Yeah, Bolts is in a very good spot to put a stop to this, and so he will. 15 for Boom. Map point on their map pick. Looking like they might long this one out all the way to the battlefield of Mirage. Sharks, they've got this buy to try and make overtime a possibility. Now, in that matchup yesterday between Isurus and Havan Liberty, we were in a very, very similar spot, right? And we saw Havan claw it back to an overtime and take the series 2-0. Sharks are looking for their own version of that now versus an on-point Boom.
Triple B, more nades, X is going through. Oh boy, he's going to get flashed, popped up the top. Cello blind, Exit can't get the shot, and now he's trapped. Support comes in, Bolts helping his teammate out, keeping him in this round, and might have just saved this entire map for Boom with that 1 kill. Cello is waiting as well. And Suplex up close in the smoke. Cello didn't consider it, and he gets punished. Yell again has to hold strong. Shuz comes in to help out, and now it's all onto Yell, the only man on the site. Do Sharks even want to commit? The AWP certainly creeping in, but if he just goes a bit wider, that will be his kill. He's further from the angle. It will favor the T-side AWP, and it does. JNT catches Yell getting flashed in, and now it's on Phelps.
Yeah, and they know Phelps is here, right? Someone had to throw that flashbang, so they're looking for him. They're even wrapping Lucan around at long. Phelps, though, both these players are low, and he's dealt with the first. Lucan, we need him now more than ever, and Phelps with the quick 180. It's left onto J&T again, this time to deny the victory, and he's just missed the timing. They lock it in. They take us to Mirage, 16-12 for Boom, as it all falls into place at the end of